Hi guys, welcome back to another Matchbox Garage video. I am Rob and today we have two packages. So I'm going to open these up and have a little look and see what we got. So in a very handy little box we have a note. Let me just have a quick look. Yes. So, hi Rob, Matchbox Garage. Me and the boys can't wait to see what you do with it. Kind regards, Brian, Felix and Emmeline. Let's have a little look, see what we got here. So it looks like we've got a nice large scale car. And I'm very excited. It's very well packed. This is like Christmas come early. Ah, lovely. Now, this is actually a commission on this one. So I'm going to be doing a custom restoration. And that is very nice. The Ford Sierra RS 500 Cosworth. How cool is that? Thankfully, everything appears to be intact. My only concern was the windscreen here. Now it does seem, if you could probably have a look through there, I think there might be a crack in that, which is a bit of a shame. There's not a huge amount I can do other than to make it good. So what I'm going to do is strip it down. I'm going to detail this thing out, and hopefully Brian likes it. This was a toy that I believe he played with as a child, and now some other children are playing with it again, but you know, it's seen better days. I'm not going to be kind of putting on all these decals or stickers. I'm going to make like a road going custom, but you know, comment down below, what kind of colour would you like to see this? It's a beautiful car anyway, one of my favourites. And then we have, let's see whether I can, my usual blade is downstairs, so just use a pair of scissors here. Now I think I know who this is from, but I shall wait and see, just to confirm. And indeed it is from Dan. Hi Rob, the local charity shop has been a little slow with toy cars and life is a bit busy. I know mate, I myself, I've been, would you believe, having my ceiling down in my kitchen. What an absolute nightmare that has been. This ceiling's been up for over 100 years. Yeah, it's been pretty busy for me today. Anyway, however, I hope you find these examples usable. Enclosed, there's a Dodge truck trailer in great condition, but unfortunately the cab unit wasn't with it. That is a shame. Also, there are some funky looking Hot Wheels for your boys. Oh, thanks a lot, Dan. And I've just won on eBay lot. With some of the Matchbox will make their way down to you next time. Well, thank you again, sir. This is, you know, you've sent me so many boxes already, and of course I appreciate every single one that you do. Looking forward to seeing some of your recent unboxing items getting the MBG treatment. God bless Dan and Ellie. Thanks again, sir. Let's have a little look, see what we got this time. So this is quite... Oh wow, look at that. Look at the size of this one. This is a Tonka. Quite interesting. I didn't realise Tonka made kind of toy cars like this. That is really cool. It's I wonder what's going on here. Something, I feel like something does something. There you go. Yeah, I think you push on that, maybe again, release. Very cool. So the mechanism works. I'm going to guess it's missing some kind of rear spoiler here. Maybe there's a dude that sat in there. But that's really cool. I like that. I need to do a bit of research on that one. So here's another Tonka. I've recently done a Tonka, which was the first kind of Tonka that I've ever played with. And oh, let me just grab it actually. So it's actually the same size as this one. And I wonder whether you could probably see, only very, very mildly perhaps, but yeah, this dust from today has got absolutely everywhere. Anyway, that's cool. That's a nice little toy. And I think I'll have to have a look. Oh, I'm guessing that needs another set of wheels at the back there. But I've got some spares, so that looks like that could be restored. I imagine this is what Dan mentioned in his message. Oh wow, so that is very nice. So, Dodge trucks. Look at that is lovely. All those wheels. No kind of name on there, but hopefully I will one day find a truck cab to go with that. But yeah, put all your bits and pieces in there. Comes out. Very cool. I like it a lot. Tell you what, these are handy. Whenever I send out cars, you know, I like to kind of wrap them in tissue and tape them up. But then these are really handy, these little things. Kind of put these in these baggies and then wrap it around. You know, I guess I'm getting old to get excited about such things. What we got here? So we've got a Ferrari F50, which is a Hot Wheels. That's a lovely car. Dan mentioned about having a load of Hot Wheels for my children to play with. That's a metal bottom on that one. But that is really nice. Ford Focus, WRC. I'm sure we've all owned a Focus at some point. Pretty bland, boring family cars, but they're good family cars. So I had an ST170 in silver, and yeah, it was a good car. Had enough power, looked good, kind of plenty of room for the family. What more can you ask for, really? But a bit boring, I guess. Lovely Porsche. So this is a real toy. Porsche 911 Carrera. A design that's well, hasn't really changed much, has it, in about 50 years? Ah, so it's a majorette. Toyota. Made in France. I'm going to France again next year. I do love visiting France. I'd like to see what kind of tyres this would have had. Oh, look at that, that's cool. So it's a Thunder Warrior. Engine coming up there. This looks like a relatively new toy. hours of fun, I imagine someone's already had on this one. I like that. So we've got another Porsche. This time, this is a Porsche 911 GT2. Look at that. I've actually driven a Porsche 911 Turbo, and it was this colour. Wicked to drive. So much power. I had one of those supercar days, you know, where you drive a few little supercars. I drove a Ferrari, I drove a Lamborghini, I've driven a Nissan GTR, and then there was this 911 Turbo. In fact, probably, I don't know what my favourite one was. I probably change my mind every time I think about it. Mazda RX-8 with the funny sounding engine, the Wankel engine. I'd like to think that I understand your standard 4-pot and your straight 6s and your V8s and kind of valves and cylinders and I'd like to think I'd know about engines and how to work on them and how to put them together. A Wankel engine, I have no idea. It's strange. It's got a triangle and a circle, and it kind of moves. I don't understand it, but I understand. Well, so I understand they're made out of chocolate. I think they don't last very long. They're very unreliable, and they absolutely drink fuel. They burn through oil. But anyway, the RX-8, I think, is a good-looking car. This is cool. It's a Mustang Cobra. It's a good-looking car. Well, I like this one. It says Matchbox Land Rover 90. Very nice. So you got the 90, which is the short one, the 110, and which is 4-door, and then you got the 130, which is kind of 4-door plus a little bit on your back. But great cars, unchanged in about 50 years until just recently. And boy, if I had about £50,000, I'd get one. So we've got another Focus this time. Oh, it's another Focus WRC. And funnily enough, my son, for his 8th birthday recently, I got him a rally day, and it was just a little experience. He went barely over 15 mile an hour, but he drove in a Focus rally car, which was very cool. Audi TT, the Roadster, very nice. Little 1.8 turbo quattro. What more do you need, really? So here we have the Ford F-150 pickup truck, or ute, down in Australia, New Zealand. What else do they call them in South Africa? I can't remember. But yeah, the old pickups. I know you guys down in America, you love your pickup trucks. I think you sell more pickup trucks than standard family cars, but here in the UK, there are pickup trucks around, but generally builders use them. We've got no other use for them otherwise. But cool looking truck. Look at this great big thing. Oh wow. So what is that? Hot Wheels air surveillance. Let's have a look. Have to figure out what's going on with that one. My guess that there should be like an aeroplane, and then air surveillance. The aeroplane would take off from this rig, but I know straight away that my children, I love playing with this one. And then last, but I'm sure, not least, we've got a few cars in here. Looking through the bubble wrap, some funky lots going on in here. So let's start with this one. What is this? This is a side draft. Highway 35. So where does that go? Where's Highway 35? Very nice. I like those wheels. They're different to your usual Hot Wheels wheels. I wonder if you can see them. I'm sure they're metal. Anyway, I should not take it apart for my own needs. My children would love to play with this one. Oh, look at that. That's lovely. Covered in mud, but this is a Hot Wheels Unsure. Well, that's nice, isn't it? Like a van. A little shop van. Lovely. Here we have a quicksand. Some funky orange wheels. You can see the kind of high suspension there. And I can imagine going over the, you know, the sand dunes and what have you. That's the kind of vehicle to have. This, if I remember rightly, is Homer Simpson's car. And it just says Hot Wheels underneath here. Hot Wheels. What does that say there? I think that does say Homer. I'm not too sure what that says. Oh, it just, yeah. Okay. So I think it's supposed to overlay, but yeah, it's the Homer. This is the car that Homer Simpson designed, and it was a failure. But how cool is that? My kids are going to love that one. You know, even, what, I think, if I remember rightly, The Simpsons started in 1989. So 30 years of Simpsons that I have watched, and I'm sure I've seen them all, because, you know, I still enjoy them today. You know, that's cool. That's a Turbot. Is it? Turbot. Anyway, Dan and Ellie, thanks again for another great package. A lot of these are going to be going to my children to play with, and I'm going to take them down to them right now. They're just finishing off a film, to be honest, and I just said I'm going to be upstairs for 20 minutes doing an unboxing, and so I'm going to take it down to them now. There's obviously some of these Tonkers that will be staying with me, and definitely this one is going to be staying with me, but some of these modern ones, you know, will be get played with, which ultimately that's what they're here for. And of course that Sierra from Brian, you'll be seeing that on the channel in the near future. I'm just gonna, you know, like I say, what kind of colours would you like to see it? It's not going to be a restoration. It's not going to have any rally decal on it. I'm gonna try and make it like a road going spec. The windscreen is a small concern because it is broken. I was hoping that it wasn't, but you know, maybe there's a method that I can use or learn in order to try and fix that anyway. So we can perhaps figure that out. But anyway, guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.